Hello everyone. As you might hear, the audio quality should be significantly better than my other videos because I bought myself a good nice microphone. Yay! Well, thanks to intelligence this is possible. And that's going to be the subject of this video. Intelligence. Intelligence, it's quite a big word. It has many facets to it. But I'm going to mainly focus on the aspect of problem solving. I think that problem solving is one of the biggest features of intelligence, and that's a great and important feature of human being, but as always, it becomes absurd when taken to its ultimate level. So it all starts when we are facing a problem. So maybe we should first define what a problem is. Well, I guess it's simple. A problem arises when somebody turns something into a problem. When somebody is frustrated over something, when somebody is complaining about something, when somebody is feeling uncomfortable because of something or someone else, when somebody is irritated, when somebody is suffering because of something, when somebody is annoyed, when somebody wants to accomplish something but doesn't see any results, etc. You know, these kinds of things. All of those are reasons to turn something into a problem. Now here's a list of typical and simple practical problematic examples. You know, when you love to run but you regularly end up with injuries, that's a problem right there. When there are rotten and moldy vegetables in the grocery store. When a company doesn't make enough profit to pay its staff, big problem right there. When a certain species becomes endangered. When you're so fat you can't tie your own shoes or you can't wipe your own ass. When there's too much traffic and you are already late for work. When a mosquito is annoying you while you're trying to sleep. When you spill tomato sauce on your brand new white shirt. When your soup is too hot, burning your tongue and palate. When you have a flat tire. When your back is itchy, but you can't reach for it. When the woman who is sitting next to you on the train has been talking non-stop over an hour. When you need to pee really bad but you're in public and there are no public toilets. When you have to wait too long at the cash desk. When somebody doesn't agree with your point of view while you think it makes perfect logical sense. All of these examples will at least cause you enough frustration, suffering and annoyance to call out the situation as problematic. So obviously, instead of repeating the frustration and suffering over and over again, we want to come up with ways to prevent situations like these. We want to solve the problems that cause us to be frustrated, to suffer, to be annoyed, to feel uncomfortable, etc. Now, most of these small-scale problems can be solved more or less, but of course, for us it's never enough. You know, there's one golden rule when it comes to intelligence and solving problems. When it is possible to increase the efficiency of a given situation, then we will definitely try to come up with solutions to run the situation as efficiently as possible. Keyword here is efficiency. Intelligence is primarily efficiency based. So what is efficiency? Well, efficiency is trying to pursue the highest profitable results with the least amount of input or effort. You know, also known as maximal result with minimal effort. That's the main goal of intelligence. So yeah, basically it all boils down to the need to satisfy a desire as efficiently as possible, because otherwise we will end up feeling uncomfortable and agitated. Now, when we compare our standard of living nowadays with the standard of living 5 centuries ago, obviously we have skyrocketed. We have invented so many solutions to so many problems and issues that we have created a higher base level of welfare, a higher base level for the standard of living. But the thing is, since we have installed such a well-developed base level of welfare as a starting point to begin our lives with, we don't have to bother too much anymore about the basic problems, and we start focusing on more and more minor problems and little issues for the sake of being an inventor or some creative genius. You know, like, wouldn't it be so much better if we didn't have to type out entire words and sentences over and over again? Please, someone, find a solution to this because I'm really suffering from this. It's so annoying. It takes so much time. And wouldn't it be so much better if we had an automatic roll down shutter because it's so annoying to use manual straps. It requires too much arm muscles. And wouldn't it be so much better if we had a device in our pockets that could instantly provide us with all the knowledge of the world? Because it's so annoying to go to the library and pick up an encyclopedia or to ask someone on the streets where to find the station, or it's just so annoying to study something by heart. Yeah, I mean basically, our ultimate dream is to be able to satisfy all of our desires at will whenever we want it, from within our comfort zone. All we want to do is to just push a button and there comes the cold fresh beer that you desired. Just push the button and there comes your sex slave that will give you your blowjob. Just push the button and there comes $1,000,000 raining down in your swimming pool. Just push the button and cured is your lung cancer. We see this everywhere. Anytime someone is complaining about something and he or she is willing to offer big money for a solution, some ingenious inventor will certainly try to come up with a solution. And yeah, of course, for some people such as disabled people and the elders, solutions for little issues might help a lot. But of course, these solutions are generalized because the average person is willing to pay for these solutions as well, so that the patent holder can make tons of money. But in return, the elders will complain about how pampered we all are. But if a company can make more money because the average person demands the product, the company will produce as much as possible. That's the game. To satisfy the masses and increase profits, and you as the patent holder can call yourself a genius because your product is helping to prevent so many annoying situations. But that's a good thing, right? Sure, some things are good, but it tends to get stupid and absurd as well, since it doesn't really matter what the product is that you throw on the market. If it sells, it's good. If a company grows, it has a positive influence on the economy, regardless the content. We see this in social media, for example. Some people can make lots of money or lots of recognition by making a 10-hour video just sitting there and counting to 1 million. And that's it. That's the content. That's the product that the majority of people are interested in because it serves a couple of brainless dopamines. Well, myself included, by the way. When I'm bored, I consume brainless content as well. But hey, this is capitalism. It gives the opportunity for the average person to become rich, and that's a good thing, right? We let the masses decide on what they want to spend money on or to what kind of product they want to give credit to. And as we see, they like a lot of brainless content and or content that makes them lazy and unhealthy. This is what happens when we don't have to worry anymore about basic problems, such that we can have more free time to express and actualize whatever type of idea or fantasy our ingenious brains comes up with. As a result, there is an abundant amount of gadgets, apps, tools and devices available which are self-serving, and they are designed to make your life more comfortable and to reduce more annoying problems and give you temporary shots of dopamine. But since it's all temporary, all of those products are disposable and we keep looking for the next innovative product that will give us our dopamine boost and or that will reduce annoying situations in a more efficient manner. So we keep working on this. We want to be able to sit on our couch and just swallow some magic pills that will keep us muscular and healthy. Or we genetically modify ourselves into superhuman beings. We want to become as powerful and as smart as possible without any effort. We want to experience a virtual reality in which we can create our own universe and do whatever pleases us. Basically, we want to become a god. I mean, why not, right? If it is possible to become immortal, to become infinitely intelligent, and to have the power to create any possible universe at will, then why wouldn't we take that chance? Well, if you actually had godlike powers, just imagine your life then. You are immortal, you have every possible piece of knowledge, you know infinitely everything, you can predict the future, you can create an infinite amount of worlds, You can simply do whatever the heck you want for infinity. Now, isn't that the ultimate goal of intelligence? To simply be able to do whatever you want whenever you want it, without a nanosecond of suffering or frustration, just infinite pleasure forever. That would mean that your free will or your desire would be the center of all of reality, since you can create any reality based on your desires. Everything would revolve around your will. I doubt whether it would be possible to maintain your free will for infinity. Can you imagine yourself being loaded with desires forever? Always creating the next form of pleasure and the next form of pleasure at a constant rate for infinity? Is that the ultimate end goal of life and intelligence? Well, I think that at a particular moment in your infinite joy of being God, you will face the fact that there is only one thing that keeps the creation of all your awesome universes going, and that thing is pure desire. You will finally face the fact that you are addicted to desire. You are a being completely owned by desire. But you are God. Desire should not own you, you should own desire. As a God, you should be completely desireless because you are smarter and greater than desire. I mean, can't you see it? The reason why the universe and all the living beings inside it are existing and evolving the way they do is because of desire, and the ultimate desire is to become desireless. That's the final stage. Once you reach this state of ultimate desirelessness, you have outplayed the game of life. This is the one and only true purpose of morality and existence, to become satisfied with absolutely nothing. To play out the game of good and bad, dumb and smart, poor and rich, strong and weak, losing and winning. To evolve from brainless scratch, climbing up the mountain of desires, satisfactions, and efficiency, to the top of desirelessness, in which you will cease to exist. Because the reason why you exist is once again because of desire. The desire to become better, the desire to become smarter, the desire to become stronger and happier and healthier. And once you finally arrive at the ultimate level of life, in which all your imperfections are solved completely, you're done. Your job is done. There is no more need to exist then, because all the problems and all the imperfections are solved. You are perfect now. You have literally solved all of existence. You have solved all the mysteries of the universe. There is nothing else that you can do anymore. Therefore, your desires will automatically fade away. You will lose your ego and your sense of self, because there is no more need for your ego to chase a desire. In other words, you will die and remain non-existent forever. And this is God. This is the true purpose of life, to solve existence itself and to become non-existent and neutral forever. So in general, the purpose of life and intelligence is to die forever and to never re-emerge back into the cycle of life again. As long as life continues to emerge in existence, so long will life continue to chase perfection. And when it finally becomes perfect, it will disappear and never re-emerge again. So whichever way you look at it, death is inevitable. Death will always be the last thing that will happen to you. You are designed to chase infinite death, because infinite death is perfection itself. So now you know what you're up to. Thanks for listening.